Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay. I've been curious about this one. I turn ads on my videos, and it generates revenue per video. Uh, just shameless plug. Sometimes people say, well, I'd like to throw money your way, but money's tight. That's fine. Just watching the video helps. Giving a thumbs up helps. Leaving a comment helps. If you let the ads play all the way through, my understanding is they give more money to the video for that. So some people take up the strategy is that they'll click on my video, they'll let the ad play, and they'll go do something else. They might read the comments, they make themselves a sandwich. Lord knows what they do on that one. All those things help the channel. Now, why am I bringing that up? Am I begging for money? Just $5. I'm teasing. I'm mocking. I'm mocking Don Jr. here. Folks have put in my comments that it's like sometimes watching the ads is really, really difficult because apparently the Trump campaign has been dumping a lot of money into YouTube ads. And I guess because I do tarot or political readings, people are interested in political topics, so therefore we may get flagged for more political advertising. But it just there's a article I have it here in front of me about Morning Joe and Mika just ripping on Don Jr. begging for just $5 to save Donald Trump. The billionaire is scraping the bottom of the barrel here, trying to get any money to help pay his legal bills. Just, oh God. What other things have been going on with Junior? Some comment on Twitter that, good Lord, Merriam-Webster may need to take the word irony out of the dictionary because it's been murdered so many times by the Trump family. This particular article was talking about Donald Trump Jr. commenting about his dad's properties and their values. And he goes, and they seem to change every day depending on what people want. Sometimes people say this property's worth 18 million. Other times they say it's worth 50 million or 100 million. Yeah, really? Huh? I never heard that before, huh? No. Jiminy Christmas. Don't get it. He's also in the news saying that he wants his father to get a VP candidate who's real tough, a real fighter, like Vivek Ramaswamy or Tucker Carlson or J.D. Vance. This is probably why Marjorie Taylor Greene went full potato on Friday trying to get rid of Speaker Johnson, because she's heard Don Jr. saying that he thinks Trump should get a real fighter, and she's going to try and show that she is a real fighter. Just let the energy go. So on this case, I think I'm just going to do a general reading on Don Jr. I got this great picture in front of me. I can't really show it to you. Mika, it's a split screen. Mika's looking like this. And Don Jr.'s like, eh. So it's like, like, ew, dude, get away. I don't think I can get it on a thumbnail. If I can get it on a thumbnail, I'll have it as the thumbnail on this one. It's just like, ew, dude, gross. And speaking of gross, let's look into the energy of Don Jr. What's going on in this guy's life? Entertainment purposes only and all that. Don Jr. Oh, won't it be nice when these folks go away? We don't have to worry about their names ever escaping our lips again. We're not there yet, sadly. Okay. Two of Wands. Nope, we're not there yet. Don Jr.'s making his plans. Trying to put forward... He said he wants to be on his father's transition team should Senior get elected president again. So, he's looking to the future and what actions he can take. Oh, golden-throated pitchman comes to mind. Maybe he'll be hawking pillows from Mike Lindell. Seems that somebody is trying to make plans for the time that they don't have any money because the family money's going away. It's under assault. Oh no, poor Don Jr. He may not have that much money for himself. Now, in that article, I was saying he was looking to work with the transition team. I don't think they're going to get into the government. He did say Kimberly Guilfoyle was going to work on the finance end, and he was going to work on to help raise money against the swamp, of course. But honestly, if Trump has no money, Don Jr. has no money because Trump holds the keys to all the bank accounts. The only money that these guys were going to get is what they inherited. Maybe what they've squirreled away, but he also owes $4 million, probably $5 million with interest. So he's not in a good way either because of all this fraud that's been committed by Trump org. In the past 10 of swords, this ruling against Donald Trump for fraud for 380 million, which is or 360 million, which is now about 470 million or so that he's trying to get the bond for. This is the end of Trump org. It's also the end of the lifestyle that this guy is used to leading, to the point where he's trying to figure out what he's going to do next, because what he was doing before isn't an option anymore. Not to mention, I don't think he's allowed to work in New York for a few years there too, much less be an executive in a company. Yeah, he's got to find something new to do. He's probably already exploring options. I would say try to get in a think tank, but they probably want people who can think. His star is going to fade on political talk shows if his dad's irrelevant, because who cares what Don Jr. has to say? It'll taper down. You know, if Donald Trump is not reelected, Jr. becomes increasingly more irrelevant. And Jr. doesn't have friends like MBS in Saudi Arabia to go visit and get money from. So he's going to be on his own. Ivanka's fine. Her and Jared have all their millions that they've acquired through however they acquired them. But yeah, somebody might be going Amway, selling door to door or something like that. Overarching energy is the magician. Yeah, he has to reinvent himself. He has to come up with a new gig, I'm telling you, he's going to try and be a pitchman, like a game show host or something like that. Beg Mike Lindell for a job. He's going to try, they'll try and put him as the face on something. Some conservative action group, some MAGA group, where Donald Trump, basically anything that Donald Trump's MAGA followers follow, they will treat Junior kindly. He will always be a welcome guest in their living room, in their trailer, in the swamp. No, the MAGA people will continue to like him. He just has to figure out how he can tap into them. $5 at a time so he can buy his latte at Starbucks. Lesson to be learned, though. Here's the thing. He's had his day in the sun. His father has created all sorts of opportunities for him, both with Trump org and with his political career. So he is seen an apex. He's waxed as a star, but life moves on, and his star is waning, and life is going to move on, and eventually it's going to move on without him. It won't be a sudden drop; it'll be a slow drop. But sure enough, he is going to fade into obscurity, and his world comes to an end. This chapter of his life is over. If we were looking at illusions and delusion, the magician could be an illusionist. It doesn't really actually produce anything. And Don Jr. doesn't actually produce anything. Nor has Donald Trump, for that matter. Everything he touches dies. Yeah, Donald Trump Jr. has got to figure out a new gig because the family money's going away, and So is the family relevance. Maybe Kimberly Guilfoyle will have some relevance there. But he's got to reinvent himself some way. When Mike Lindell goes broke and I don't know if he's going to go to prison, but he's got a lot of defamation suits against him and a whole lot of not having proved stolen election stuff going against him. There's going to be a vacuum in the lumpy pillow market for advertisers on Fox News. And Junior could probably buy, those industrial sewing machines and stuff, pennies on the dollar as Lindell starts selling his assets to cover his assets. Ah, dear. How are things between Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle? Does anybody care? Mildly curious, maybe? Maybe they're in love. The sweet smell of love as we approach... Oh, we passed the equinox. We're in spring. We're officially in spring. Love is in the air with Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, which rhymes with gargoyle. Well, here we are. That's an appropriate card for this. I'll throw a challenge card so you don't have to see the part here. Oh my, judgment time. Oh my, it's time. They've been dating for a few years. Are you gonna put a ring on it, or what's gonna go on there? Make a break time. Look at the major arcana, Lover's card and the Judgment card. Yeah, their relationship is It's time to take it to the next level or not. Behind the scenes negotiations, Kimberly has to decide if she wants to marry a pauper. Excuse me for laughing. They could be talking about getting married. It could be a thing that's been discussed. But the Three of Coins is dark here. There's maybe not so much money anymore. It may not be financially reasonable. This could be the groom and the groom, the bride and groom here in front of that. Maybe they'll elope. They could elope. There's no family money in the Trump family anymore. You might have to just elope this time. Interesting. That could be a great card for eloping, don't you think? It's secret. Here's the celebrant and the bride and groom, and there's almost nobody around, and it's dark. Pay attention for any trips to Vegas that they might make. Or it could be some small ceremony in some European cellar in Romania or someplace like that. Okay, in the past we got the Eight of Cups. Emotional leaving. This could be Don Jr.'s wife having left him back when Trump got elected, and there was some speculation that there was money in her family, and she left to protect that money because she saw where all this was going, and it's like, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. The corruption that's happening that you guys are involved with is going to cost me my family inheritance, and I'm leaving before that ever happens. And then he met Kimberly, and the horns blew, and the zombies all woke up. Oh, love. What's the current situation? Exciting and new. Page of Cups. There's a certain amount of craziness going on here. So there's a bit of a weird... Theirs appears to be kind of a weird relationship. I have no idea what it is. I'm just trying to go off this Page of Cups here. He's the young man with the cat hat with the fish in the cup. If that's your idea of Prince Charming, no, knock yourself out. This there might be an evaluation or a reevaluation in the relationship. Maybe if he were to be taking mind altering drugs or something along those lines, that could play a part in it. Again, there's just something off here. There's messaging. The pages are about messaging, and it's about relationships and messaging. Look at all these emotional cup cards here, huh? Overarching energy is the Six of Cups. Naivety? Nostalgia? Him giving her flowers? It's like they've had like a little fairy tale relationship is in their own weird way, because it's like they're crazy matches each other type of thing. Maybe it doesn't match each other quite so much anymore, though. Sometimes you have to have compromise. And situations are changing. And maybe what was romantic before is not so romantic now. What was cute before isn't so cute now. Yeah, okay, I get it, type of thing. I wonder if this has run their course. Oh, that make me sad. Well, this could also be just if they're talking about getting married, they can't agree on things. But if they do get married, there's going to be an announcement soon. There's going to be some messaging. Things are going to happen. It could be overseas. An overseas elopement, I'm telling you. It's going to be a wine cellar in Romania. Or oh God, what's the other? Come on, David, pull it out. It's a Eastern European country that's actually kind of popular right now. I've seen it in James Bond movies. It's not Romania. I'll pull it out eventually. I'll give myself permission to remember. Yeah, they're at a crossroads, it looks like. But a crossroads looks like they'll probably be moving forward with it. They just haven't decided maybe timing or location or venue or something along those lines. Let's see. What do I want to ask next? Will they get married? How about just something as straightforward as that? Are they going to get married? Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle. Match made in heaven. Are they going to get married? Because y'all want to know, of course, right? Let's look at this one right here. Six of Swords. Moving out of troubled water. If they do, it's overseas. There's a little 4-carder here. Judgment. Oh, heartbreak, betrayal. Uh-oh. That may not be so good. Truth has come out. And the Devil card. Oh, God. What in God's name? So underneath it all, this energy is the Devil. The kind of the toxic relationship. Maybe they could be having a tough. They might be going through a rough patch. And could be breaking up. That maybe this relationship has run its course. Truth revealed. Could be the summertime. Maybe they've made plans to get married, but these plans aren't going to work out now. They have to delay it or call it off. So let's say somebody had an addiction, and their addiction was such that this person's like, no, I'm not doing it until you've you've acknowledged your addiction and addressed it. Cannot get married to you until you've done this. Show to me that you can be clean and sober. That would be one way to fill these cards in. It's possible. Certainly with that last spread, it's possible. That Three of Coins then could have been that they had some wedding plans, but they've shelved them. They've gone dark for now because there's a more urgent thing to address. How about that? We'll leave it at that. I would say, yeah, they were looking at it. And I would also say, yeah, it looks like it's being delayed because somebody's going to work through some issues. The Devil card can represent, toxic relationships. Can also represent addictions, and there are certainly rumors about addictions going on with the Trumps. And again, entertainment purposes only. I have no firsthand knowledge of this, but if something like that were happening, heck, if I was somebody getting married and the person I was in love with had maybe some substance abuse problems, I'm not going to get married to that person. Heck no. You go sort that stuff out first. I'm not volunteering and jumping into that relationship. Heck no, I can wait. You might be worth waiting, but you better get a move on because I'm not going to wait forever. It's funny because my wife did do a reading with Sterling months ago. I'm going to tell tales out of school about Michelle. Michelle had a rougher childhood and medicated with pot and other things in high school. She was hanging out with the stoners at the railroad tracks, and she had a crush on me in high school. We were friends in high school. She had a crush on me, but of course I didn't know about it because you're in high school. You don't let your crush know about that. And she was like, how I wish I could go back. We'd and had been together with David when we were younger. And Sterling's comment to her was, he never would have dated you. You weren't sober. And she looked at me, is that true? It's like, you're damn right it's true. There's no way. I was straight and narrow. I wasn't going to be doing something like that. Michelle absolutely cleaned up her stuff. She had some experiences where in her early 20s, she really realized she was at a crossroads. She was at two swords moment. If she kept going down the path she was going down, she was going to end up dead. And so she got herself clean and sober. And she is an absolute force, this woman is. Like my strong woman. No, she's a strong woman, all right. Lots of self-discipline and strength of character, which is just mwah. Love my wife. She's amazing. Okay, so now that I've shared her dark secrets in the TMI video here, we'll end this one. Now, Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, they have the opportunity to do the same thing that my wife did, and maybe things will work out well for them too. We'll see. I don't know if he's got the character that my wife has. I'll hold my breath. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, everything you do to help feed the YouTube algorithm so that this video makes it out to a wider audience. To people just discovering this channel for the first time and wondering if I often share intimate details of my personal life. No, not really. Go watch the 45-minute About Me video in the About Me playlist, and you'll be waving the white flag of TMI by that point. But you'll know how I got here. And thank you again for everybody for supporting these videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.